China has some of the strangest pizza I've ever seen. Durian, matcha crust, and even chocolate lava. So today I'm visiting 7 pizzerias here in China to find out which pizzas could actually survive in America. At every stop I'll order a different pizza, try it, and give it one simple verdict. Yes or no. Okay, we are at our first pizza place, and this place is called La Caesar. It is a popular fast food pizza place chain here in China. Well, not that popular because it's pretty empty inside. La Caesar started in Shenzhen in 2009 and today has over 200 stores across China. They're mostly in big cities like Shenzhen, Guangzhou, and Shanghai. So this is not just a random pizza place. This is one of China's most famous local pizza chains, and they're known for one thing: putting real durian fruit on pizza. Let's go inside and see if the pizza here would survive in the US. All right, I'm at my table here in La Caesar, and today we have a very special guest. Alright guys, this is Nathan and he's from Australia, and what better to have someone from Australia judge if pizza would survive in the US.
Let's get it.
Okay, we got our first pizza here, and it is an Oreo cheese durian pizza with a matcha-stuffed cheese crust. I don't know if this is considered like a dessert pizza or a like lunch pizza, but we're gonna find out and let you know. 3, 2, 1.
That is a durian pizza.
I kind of like it. I don't think it's bad.
If you like durian, I think it's fine.
The cheese is good. The durian is strong. The matcha, I don't taste anything.
The cheese is very plain. Like, not a lot of cheese flavor.
Yeah, definitely not normal cheese. Try the crust. I don't think it's bad. It's very, 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 very different. It's not disgusting.
Yeah, it's not disgusting. You're right.
Okay, it's time to find out if this pizza would survive in the US. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I was almost gonna say yes.
Why?
I definitely think if you put this on a menu with all the recent wave of like Asian foods, people would buy it once, but then it would not survive past that initial like 2-3 months.
That's a fair answer, and now that you say that, I kind of agree with that. I would say it would have to be a very special Asian place to survive, and it would attract maybe an Asian audience, and it could survive in the US, but like you said, maybe people would try it once and it would kind of die out.
This ain't gonna be your regular Friday night order.
All right, let's go to the next pizza place. Okay, we are at our next pizza place. It is called Saizeriya, which is a Japanese chain here in China that serves Italian food. So we're gonna go get some pizza in Saizeriya. Saizeriya started in Japan back in 1973. It opened its first restaurant in China in 2003, starting in Shanghai. Today there are more than 360 Saizeriya restaurants across China, and it's become famous for serving some of the cheapest Italian food you can find, with pizza and pasta that often cost less than a fast food meal. Alright, we're in Saizeriya. This place is pretty cool. It's really big. You can get your own drinks. They have their own bathroom, which is rare here in China. But we're not here to judge the place. We're here to judge the pizza. So we got a 4-cheese honey pizza, and this is really small. I don't know if you can tell. His hand is bigger than this. It's really small. We had to cut it ourselves. We're here to sample it, so
let's begin.
This doesn't feel great. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the taste is okay. I haven't been in the US in so long. Maybe I forgot what good pizza tastes like. The crust is very
crispy.
I was gonna say not crispy.
Oh. Also, the cheese equally has a bit of a weird sweetness to it.
I think it's just the honey.
Maybe.
We had to add our own honey, cut it ourselves. There's a lot of work involved. I feel like you can make a better pizza at home.
This is like a frozen pizza you'd buy from the supermarket.
I feel like a frozen pizza is better than this. 3, 2, 1. Actually, the first bite is good, and then it gets worse as you eat it.
This one's a bit disappointing. It's a bit of a letdown.
Okay, time to decide if this pizza would survive in the US. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're both in agreement with this one. I think the taste is not good, the size is not good. The price is like $2, but the quality is so low that I feel like why would you get this pizza in the US? You can get a cheap pizza or a frozen pizza, similar price for much better quality. All right, let's go to the next restaurant. Okay, we are at the next pizza place. This is called Champion Pizza, which is the most popular fast food pizza chain here in China. They're famous with their elephant logo over there. Let's go inside and try some pizza. Champion Pizza, also known as Zunbao Pizza in Chinese, is a pizza chain that started in 1998. Today it has around 2,900 locations around China, making it the biggest pizza chain in the country. Unlike Pizza Hut and Domino's, Champion Pizza focuses on being affordable and convenient. Okay, we are at Champion Pizza and we just got our pizza. Actually, what pizza do we get? I don't even know.
New Orleans chicken.
And what's on it?
We got some corn, as the Americans would say, green peppers, onion, looks like a little sausage.
Chicken, huh?
And chicken, yeah, New Orleans chicken.
What do you call green peppers?
Capsicum.
Capsicum, okay. This time the pizza's cut for us. It did take a while to get this pizza, like...
At least 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes to get this really small pizza. I think I lost all my cheese there. There we go. It might be too hot. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is pretty good. This to me tastes like a frozen pizza. A good frozen pizza.
Yeah, the sausage really gives it a lot of flavor, actually.
This is really good. I like the crust too. Yeah, it really reminds me of frozen pizza. I don't know how else to describe it.
I think it's a little bit worse than Australian Domino's. So it has a similar, like, very flaky, airy crust.
Yes, that's the word. It's very flaky crust. Yeah, I like that. I've had this before and I feel like I didn't like it. Maybe I just got a bad tasting pizza or bad flavor of pizza. But this is pretty good. 3, 2, 1. That's good. Okay, time to see if this pizza would survive in the US. This pizza was about 30 RMB, which is a little over $4. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we're the same. Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Why?
I think for the price, people probably would buy it, right? You come in, you get a small pizza, cost of a sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the price is great. I think the pizza is decent for the price, and I think people would enjoy it. I think it would sell better as a frozen pizza, but I think people would eat this in the US, and this chain could possibly do well there if the price stayed the same.
It's really, yeah, price dependent, because the pizza itself is normal. It's just like, yeah, like you said, like a frozen pizza, nothing special.
All right, let's go to the next pizzeria. All right, we are at the next pizzeria and we are at Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut first came to China in 1990, opening its first restaurant in Beijing. Today it has more than 4,300 locations across 1,100 cities in China. But unlike Pizza Hut in America, here it feels much more like a sit-down restaurant than just a pizzeria. The menu is huge, with everything from pizza and pasta to steak, rice dishes, burgers, desserts, and drinks. And while Pizza Hut has been closing a number of locations in the US, in China it's still expanding and remains one of the country's biggest casual dining chains. I'm actually at a table right now because we're in a mall and it's packed with people everywhere. So let's see if this Pizza Hut pizza you can get in China would survive in the US. Okay, here we are at Pizza Hut and we got the secret spice Thai pizza. It actually smells really good. It's very puffy, very thick pizza. The crust is pretty soft. All right, let's take it.
Let's go. It's very hot.
Is it? Oh, it is very hot. All right, give us a moment. We'll get back to you. Okay, let's try the Thai spicy special pizza. 3, 2, 1. It does have a Thai flavor to it. I like it.
Definitely a Thai flavor.
There's a lot of cheese. Probably the most cheese out of all the pizzas so far. And it does have a nice Thai flavor. It's slightly spicy. You think it's spicy?
No, I wouldn't call this one spicy.
I feel like one thing in Asia, they don't cook the pizza enough.
No.
They have to burn it more. It's really, really soft. And it needs to be crispier. And I think this would be really good if it was crispier. It's very, very soft.
It's like bread, white bread.
It's like eating bread.
This reminds me the most of a pizza, like a Domino's Pizza Hut style pizza back home.
It is Pizza Hut. Yeah, this I think is the best one so far. And this is a nice flavor. I feel like you can eat this anywhere. Thailand, China, America, Canada, North Korea. And the environment here is pretty nice. The menu was huge. They had like hamburgers, chicken, fajitas, like tons of different American style foods. The vibe feels very American friendly. You wouldn't know you were in China if you didn't see Chinese people everywhere. Like if you put good cheese on this and burnt it a little bit, I feel like it would be very, very, very good. The dough is definitely the worst part of this. Like you don't want to even eat the crust. It's basically white bread. I wonder if you can tell them you want it well done. It's time to reveal if this pizza would survive in the US. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty easy, right? Just make it a little crispier, and I think this would be a hit in the US. I think many people would like this. It's really, really good, so I think definitely would survive there. Let's go to the next pizzeria. All right, we are at our next pizzeria. We are at Domino's Pizza. Domino's first entered China in 1997, opening its first location in Beijing. Today, it has grown to around 1,400 stores across more than 70 Chinese cities, making China its third largest international market by store count. Unlike Pizza Hut, Domino's is still mainly focused on delivery and takeaway, with a promise to deliver pizzas within 30 minutes. And Domino's China has become so successful that its new stores currently hold all 50 of the company's highest first month sales records worldwide. Let's go see if the pizza we order in Domino's would survive in the US. Okay, Domino's has so many different odd choices of pizza to choose from, and we might have chosen one of the oddest ones. We got a Moroccan style pizza with chocolate lava in the middle with marshmallows doused all over it. So we got savory and sweet. I'm not a huge marshmallow fan, but I do prefer marshmallows over pineapples, which was a big choice in a lot of the pizzas. And we're gonna sample this for you. Oh, we don't even get a plate.
Oh yeah, no plates.
So a lot of these pizza places are so crowded. I didn't know pizza was this popular in China. Besides the elephant place, there's been people pretty much everywhere. Mine is destroyed.
Yeah.
Should we dip it in the lava?
Dip it. Gotta dip it. There we go. Dip in with a marshmallow.
3, 2, 1. So interesting. That does not go well together. I think the pizza's good, but I don't think it goes well with chocolate.
Yeah, good observation. Moroccan chicken does not go with chocolate.
No, this is very strange. No, there's a tomato there. That's not great. What do you think?
It's very odd. I think like maybe if you have plain crust, you can dip it in, but definitely not with the Moroccan chicken.
Nah, I'm gonna try it without the chocolate. All right, 3, 2, 1. I feel like even without the chocolate, some weird flavor. I don't know what, I'm not familiar with Moroccan food, but.
It's like cumin.
Yeah, I think it's like cumin. Cumin and some, yeah. Doesn't go great with pizza or chocolate.
Yeah.
Crust. The crust alone with the chocolate's better. This might be one of the strangest pizzas I've ever had.
What we need is the crust from Pizza Hut to dip in the chocolate. Because that crust was very just, fluffy, tasteless.
There's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah. And it's not like a gimmick. Like it's an actual pool of chocolate.
It's a whole bowl of chocolate in the middle of your pizza. My hands are sticky.
Now it's ruined the illusion.
So much chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Try just this, what was originally just encasing the... Because that has no flavoring on it.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good.
All right, time to decide if this pizza would survive in the US. 3, 2, 1, go. Why?
It is too weird. Moroccan chicken and chocolate just do not go together.
Yeah, I agree. It's just too weird. I don't think this would really survive anywhere. I don't even know how it survives here in China. This is way too weird.
Way too weird.
All right, let's go to the next pizzeria.
Hopefully no chocolate.
Okay, we are at our next pizzeria, and we are at a restaurant called Mercato. So far, we tried some of China's biggest pizza chains, but now it's time to see what happens when you leave fast food behind and step into the world of fine dining. China is home to thousands of Italian restaurants, some authentic and some not so authentic. But according to online reviews, Mercato is one of the best places in Guangzhou for authentic Italian pizza. So let's find out if it lives up to the hype. This is a Michelin star restaurant here in China, so let's find out if that's true. All right, so this place is a lot fancier than previous places. This is actually a Michelin star restaurant, and we even got some free bread, which obviously we didn't get in any of the other places. Did you try the bread?
No, I haven't tried the bread.
I also didn't try any bread.
Circular bread.
We even got olive oil to dip it. Dip, dip, dip. I love dipping bread in olive oil. It's like one of my favorite things in the whole world. That and lemons.
Dipping bread in lemons?
No, just lemons in general.
Oh.
Stay tuned for the pizza, it's coming. We got some complimentary appetizers. I'm not sure what he said it was. Maybe you guys know in the comments. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like that. I have no clue what that is. Fish. I tested tomato, basil. I don't know what the base is. You like it?
Yeah, tasty.
Okay, we got the pepperoni pizza. It honestly looks fantastic. I can smell the pepperoni from here, so Nathan, grab your piece. All right, that's so hot. Gotta wait a minute. 3, 2, 1.
By far the best pizza of the day.
By far. It's a little soft, I would say that's the only complaint, but other than that, the taste is fantastic. Tastes like a real pizza. Pepperoni's good, cheese good. The crust looks good. That's what we've been complaining about all day, is the crust is not cooked and it's finally cooked. Nice and crispy.
Oh yeah, that's a proper slice.
So we got 2 pizzas for this place because this is a nicer restaurant and we thought, why not? This is just a simple plain cheese pizza, but it also looks fantastic. Oh God,
Oh wow,
my cheese is destroyed. Yeah, mine's kind of destroyed.
very floppy.
Very, very floppy. 3, 2, 1. The cheese and the sauce, so good. Only complaint just needs to harden up a little bit. It's very floppy, but the taste and quality is fantastic.
Yeah, I'd say the same, but I think the cheese is actually a bit of a letdown. Something's off about it.
Oh yeah, I like it.
It has a slightly artificial taste.
It's possible. Still better than the previous ones. All right, time to see if this pizza would survive in the USA. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I think that's pretty easy.
Pretty easy. All they gotta do is change the cheese. Easy win.
Changing the cheese is a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely would survive there.
On to the next one.
Okay, we are at our next pizzeria. It is very loud and honking. It is called PIPA, which is an Italian restaurant here in China. So let's go find out if this would survive in the USA. PIPA is an Italian restaurant here in Guangzhou. Actually, I don't really have anything to say about this place, so just enjoy us eating the pizza. Okay, so we got a margarita pizza here at PIPA Pizza, and we're actually sitting outside because the restaurant is packed with people, so we're kind of out on the street in the dark, but you can see us and you can see the pizza, so that's good enough. So, Nathan, let's try it. 3, 2, 1.
That's a good pizza.
You like it? I like it, but I feel like there's not much flavor. Kind of bland.
Tomatoes could be a little bit better.
Yeah, the cheese is mozzarella for sure, but it's a little bland.
Maybe have the basil on the, you know what I mean?
The basil.
Oh, take all the basil.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had it. I can't see anything out of my glasses. Better with the basil.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I like this one because it's like a Neapolitan style pizza. I think that's pretty rare in China. So you got a lot more fresh ingredients, it feels like. Still needs better cheese, better tomato, but as a whole package, it's a pretty tasty slice of pie.
Pizza. Okay, time to decide if this pizza would survive in America. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, what? Really? Why not?
I think because there's just so many pizzas exactly like this that are a little better, and I feel like it's just too competitive. There's so many good Neapolitans, and this one is just not to that standard, so I feel like it would not survive there.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of true, but also I feel like the fact that there are so many Neapolitan style pizzas in America kind of gives rise to the fact that it would survive America. So, same opinion, different outcome. What a bombshell.
All right, let's go to the next pizzeria. Except there is no next pizzeria. I'm back home. I ordered a small pizza. Let's go try it. So this was the only pizzeria that I haven't tried in my area. I've never heard of this place. It's called King Durian. And I'm not really here to judge this pizza. I'm just here to end this video. Guys, there's still plenty of pizzerias and different kinds of pizzas to try here in China. So if you want to see me do that again, like this video, leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Happy Hour with Matt. Also, if you want to see me go to other countries and test their pizza, let me know in the comments which country should I go to next and try that. This pizza looks absolutely terrible. It sure is. Bye, guys. Hey, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Happy Hour with Matt. Follow me on Instagram, Happy Hour with Matt. Watch this next video or watch this over here. Bye, everyone.